What's up guys, welcome to Supercars of London, welcome to a beautiful day, what I would like to describe as the first day of the English summer, and behind me is my brand new Lamborghini Huracan LP580-2 that everyone, including myself, has been itching to see content on. I wanted to make content on it, and since collecting the car 2 Wednesdays ago, it has been to Dub Customs. It has had a full PPF and the Balboni stripe has been added. Last Friday, the video that you saw on Sunday with the Jaguar F-Type SVR was so rushed that I was actually an hour late to the track day that I didn't have the opportunity to film what I wanted to film with this car. So today, in the beautiful sun, I want to take you on an in-depth tour of my brand new 2017 Lamborghini. Now, across the internet, this specific Huracan is sometimes known as the LP580-2, and I keep referring it to that, but Lamborghini officially call it the RWD, the rear wheel drive Huracan, and you can tell a few subtle differences to this car as opposed to the LP610-4, which is the 4-wheel drive Huracan. First of all, you have got the revised front bumper, which personally I prefer, although it also means that you can't put a front number plate on the front bumper. However, it looks a little bit more sharper, more aggressive, and as you may have seen from the most recent Top Gear, Tiny Temper referred to it as a shark, which I suppose in matte black you could kind of get away with, but on an orange car there's not many orange sharks. Around the back of the car there is a revised rear grille that is actually now used on the Huracan Performante. Lamborghini liked it so much that they took it from the Dash 2 and put it onto the Huracan Performante, and personally, again, I prefer it, which is why I bought this version of the car. And as we work our way around the front of the car, you can see that Dub Customs have applied a Balboni stripe. Valentino Balboni was a famous test driver for Lamborghini, and when he retired, they created the Gallardo LP550-2 Balboni edition, which featured this stripe, which was a center stripe, white with gold, running all the way over the car, but also running through the interior. And I will show you a secret touch that Dub Customs have done further on in this video. This Lamborghini started life coming out of the Bologna Lamborghini factory with silver 20-inch Mimas wheels and also a glass engine bay. When the car landed at Lamborghini Pangborn, the wheels got sent off and sprayed matte black, and then the glass engine bay was removed and the slats were added, which is a personal favorite of mine. I much prefer the slats. It gives it a more of a Mura feel and just adds to more aggressive lines on the rear of the car. But from the outside, I am in love with it. I don't think I have felt like this about a car that I have owned up until this point. This car behind me is the ultimate Lamborghini dream that I think I could have achieved. The Lamborghini Gallardo LP560 was a fantastic car, and I did do a tour of that. However, I feel like I want to do a better job on this, give you much more of an in-depth tour, show you everything that this car has to offer, and hopefully I can show you all of the nooks and crannies that this Huracan has, all of the secret locations that this car is going to provide me during my ownership. Now, Dub Customs, being the heroes that they are, have actually converted my key into a Balboni inspired key. Now, most people may recognize this as an Audi key, but with that Lamborghini thing there, just adds a little special touch to this car. We have got unlock, the boot, and lock. When you lock it, everything tucks in, all of the door handles, but then when you unlock it, the door handle opens, greeting the driver and the passenger with an easy door handle to open. You may have also noticed that my plate is on the car. We have got my plate just underneath the reversing camera, and also the Lamborghini badge is now in satin black. The only element to the car that does not match any of the colors of the car are the exhaust tips, and in a weird way, I quite like how the exhaust tips look in the sort of stainless steel shiny finish. I can wrap them in black whenever I want, but at the moment I think I'm going to leave the exhaust tips like that. I do like the way that it looks with the rest of the car. I know that it's probably going to split opinions, but with the number plate, with the rear grille, with the paint, with the wheels, with the brake calipers, with the slats, with the carbon forged, I quite like the exhaust tips how they are. Let me show you how to open the engine bay and boot. It is down there. You can see those two buttons in the driver's footwell. You press those buttons and we are greeted with a very hot 5.2 litre V10 that is off center to the rest of the car. So if you see the center of the car, the actual engine is not in the center because it is a weight distribution versus quite important components of the engine that are over this side. It is weight distribution. You can see the carbon forged here, which looks stunning, and you cannot spec this option with the carbon forged with that engine bay. So because I've swapped the glass engine bay with the slats, I've managed to maintain the carbon forged, which is going to be a very, very rare option on this car. I mean, there's literally a handful of these in the UK as it is. I think there's probably around 20 in the UK. And I'm pretty sure this is going to be the only one with this option with the engine bay slats. Now here is the engine plaque, and those numbers I assume are the firing order for the cylinders. If anyone would like to confirm in the comment section, please do so, but that is what I've been told it is, because otherwise it could just go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And making our way round to the front, we find the latch here, and this is my boot. That's how big my boot is. I've got a coat, which is kind of pointless on a day like this, a hoodie, again pointless on a day like this, and my car cover. And inside here we've got various things, including the famous Lamborghini white gloves. Got them brand new this time, that I suppose you can wear when you're changing a tyre, when you're changing the oil, whatever you're doing with the Lamborghini. Though you got those white gloves, which is I'm glad I've got those white gloves, guys. Now, one of the differences that I've found between the Huracan to the Gallardo, other than it is a completely different car to drive, this is far, far superior to the Gallardo in every single way. One of the new easy things is the fuel filler cap. In the Gallardo, I spent ages trying to get this open for the first time. However, in the Huracan, that's how easy it is. When you step in the car, you can read the model Huracan, and it still has the protective plastic on it. And let me show you the secret detail that Dub Customs have added to my car. They have wrapped the center console in white and gold. The Balboni stripe lives on inside. This is a beautiful touch. And well, I'd just like to thank Dub Customs for thinking of this. They saw the Balboni on the Gallardo, the white runs through the center console, and they have smashed it out of the park with a beautiful design, gold on one side, white on the other to match the stripe. And here we have it, the driver's seat of the Lamborghini Huracan. The sun is not helping this. However, this is the interior of the Lamborghini Huracan. You may or may not have seen what the interior looks like before. Vast improvements to the Gallardo, and I would also say vast improvements to the Lamborghini Aventador. In here, it is so modern. The only way that I can tell that there is any involvement by Audi and the VW group is the infotainment system is pretty much exactly the same as all of the Audis, which I will show you. But inside, it is beautiful. We've got these amazing door handles. The steering wheel is absolutely beautiful. We've got all of the mode selects here, so you can choose between Strada, Sport and Corsa. The center console is actually a lot easier to understand. I'm actually going to take the sunglasses off because they're pretty stupid in here. And everything just seems to be a little bit more thought out, which is really quite impressive for Lamborghini, because normally they design the outside absolutely amazing. They have an amazing engine and it drives phenomenally. But then they just go, actually, yeah, the interior, we won't worry about that because no one really needs to worry about that. But actually, it is a really beautiful place to sit. Right, okay, I'm going to show you the startup process. I've got the key. It is like a rocket ship. You put your foot on the brake, you flick this up, you press start. And we are greeted with the new digital dial, and that is what I'm talking about. That is very Audi. Now this is the part of the video which I have not planned or tried, but I'm actually going to scroll through various things. What can I do on car? Vehicle settings, driver assist. That's boring. I can do radio, media, navigation, info. What's info? Traffic info, not. It is very Audi. This section of the car on that side is very Audi, but it doesn't matter because I'm looking at a Lamborghini steering wheel, sat in a Lamborghini with bright orange wing mirrors to look at. It is just an incredible place to sit, and I am so happy to be back in a Lamborghini. So there we go, guys. That is, I suppose, the best tour that I can give. I have not spent more than 5 hours in that car, so I'm going to be learning with you guys. When we're on the road, I'm going to be getting some awesome shots of the car actually driving, and the next video I'm going to be talking about the sound of this car, the stock exhaust system, and what my options are to upgrade that sound to make sure that the V10 is a screamer. I hope you have enjoyed this little insight and hopefully an in-depth tour into my Lamborghini Huracan, both the exterior and interior, and hopefully you like the Balboni stripe and also the little touches inside just as much as me and the guys at Dub Customs. Thank you for watching. Make sure that you'll stay tuned for videos to come on this car and a lot of awesome supercars as we get ready for Top Marks 2017. Please give it a like and comment below on your favorite feature on that car, and subscribe if you haven't already to Supercars of London, because I can assure.
Cảm ơn các bạn đã theo dõi. Các bạn hãy bấm like, comment và hãy bấm nút đăng ký để ủng hộ cho kênh mình nha.